I think it's nice to be reminded that we are in a city. You know, I personally love living in a city and having that hubbub. You know, I think often we feel or we believe that nature is separate from us and is separate from urban areas, and nature, wild spaces can only exist where humans don't.
The Francis Crick Institute of 2016 adds a modern touch to complement the area with its iconic presence. Founded by the Medical Research Council, Cancer Research UK and the University Church to complement the area with its iconic presence. Somers Town sits within the London Borough of Camden as an inner city district in northwest London. It is crammed between the two railway termini of Euston and St Pancras International, from which the area has taken heavy influence. The area is extremely well connected for transport county-wide.
One of the projects we are really excited this year is this thing called Parklet. This is a structure that is like a mini park, and it is using the space that is normally used by a car.
This Oakshott Court block of council flats was originally the site of a 15-sided building from 1784, known as the Polygon. Mary Wollstonecraft gave birth to her daughter here, Mary Shelley, the author of Frankenstein, and Charles Dickens also spent a portion of his childhood in the building. The Cock Tavern of the 1930s is traditionally an Irish pub now used by the older, lonely patrons as a sort of community front room. A friendly little oasis of calm for the social life in Somers Town, devoid of tourists. Trinidad-born Pan-Africanist and leading political thinker George Padmore lived at 22 Cranley Street for 16 years as commemorated by a Nubian Jack Community Trust plaque. His and his comrades' actions dominate the local history of British connections to the Caribbean. Padmore envisioned a world unburdened from the arrogance and tribulation of empires, but dedicated to equality, solidarity and hope.
To be more inclusive, and inclusive ain't nothing about colour or gender or sexuality. Inclusive about just including everybody. For the last 2 or 3 years, I've definitely seen a massive push for that to happen. So I reckon we're getting a step in the right direction, honestly.
I just feel over the past few years, people have really genuinely started working together. I feel there is an openness now that is growing. It needs to grow even more.
All of the primary schools in the district are Ofsted endorsed with a rating of good, with St Mary's and St Pancras being outstanding. Secondary schools Maria Fidelis Catholic and Regent High are also considered good schools.